Hey, are you a manager that is experiencing burnout? You just feel like you are stressed all the time, exhausted? Well, today's video is for you. Hey, I'm Dr. Heather Williamson with the Transformation Group, and I am here to talk about how to protect yourself against burnout, manager burnout. And if you want to get more videos like this, then like the button below. Don't forget to subscribe, and you will not miss out on any of my weekly tips and strategies on leadership. So also share this video with others who may also be experiencing manager burnout. So let's get started. So when you think about manager burnout, you probably are not aware that when you are feeling stressed and exhibiting those behaviors that show your stress, like frustration, mental exhaustion, you are probably short-tempered. It's just really can be very, really detrimental to your team. And that is because they are seeing how you are responding on a daily basis, whether you are in a Zoom meeting or if you are in the office. And the problem with this is that they are feeding off of you. So if they are seeing that you're stressed and overworked and ready to pull your hair out, then they're thinking, what is it that I should be worried about? And now you're stressing me out because of what I don't know. And there was a study done, or a report done, the 2021 State of Talent Optimization Report by Predictive Index, where they found that 73% of managers who are feeling burned out say that team members also seem burned out at work. And versus the 22% of those managers who are not burned out. So how you're acting, your behaviors are feeding into your team. And this is what you probably do not want to happen because you want them to be happy and productive, right? So when burnout happens, we are feeling like we're overworked, we are maybe underappreciated. You also may feel like there's just too many tasks on your list to do that day. And even if you worked 10 hours or 12 hours, which is overtime, obviously, for a lot of businesses, except if you're an entrepreneur, that just doesn't happen. But if you are working those long hours, and you still feel like you can't get the things done, then that is causing you to feel burnout. Also, if you have the pressure to perform and to get those results that your company is looking to achieve, this is what happens when you feel like you are burned out. And the result is that workplace errors are going to happen. You are going to have employee turnover, and you're going to have disengaged employees. And this is never a good thing, because when you are having a bunch of errors happening, you're having your employees leave, and they are becoming not really motivated and more disengaged, then that is the spiral going down that needs to be immediately fixed and identified. So what can you do as a boss to make sure or protect yourself against burnout? Well, I've got 4 strategies here that you can do starting today. One is to increase your resilience. And what I mean by that is, first, identify those successes that you are having. Now, I don't care how small they are, but when we see success, it makes us happy, it makes us motivated, we're energized. So identify those successes that you are achieving. And the second thing is to share the challenges that you might be experiencing with your team. So if you've got a deadline that you are not sure that you're going to meet, then share this with the team. If you are not where you want to be in the results of a goal, share that with your team, because the more authentic and open you are to your team members, the more that they're going to feel like it's okay for them to share their challenges as well. And then you are becoming more cohesive, their trust is building, And this is what is really needed, because if they feel like they can't talk to you because they're seeing how you're responding in that burnout phase, then they're not going to come to you. And this is not what you want. The second strategy that you can implement is take a break. And what I mean by that is, sometimes don't feel guilty when you want to take a break. I know sometimes I'm like, all right, there's a lot to do. I don't have time to take 30 minutes or an hour out of my day. Well, yes, you do, because it's never going to go away. There's always going to be something else on your plate. And I've got a client who, in her industry, it's very deadline oriented, and she struggles with this because she'll start feeling guilty because there's so much to do, so much to accomplish. So if it's 30 minutes at your desk eating lunch, don't do it. Go someplace else. If you're working from home, working remotely, then go downstairs in the kitchen or go in the den, turn on the TV, but give yourself a mental break and not think about work for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is. If you've got a pet and you're working from home, this is perfect. Go on a walk. Take that dog out. And this will give you that mental break to decompress for however long it is. For those of you that are working remotely, you usually had this when you were working in an office. You were going down the hall or going into the kitchen, chatting with coworkers, and you had that time to decompress and get your mind off your work. If you're working from home, you don't have that. So you've got to actually schedule this into your day. So if you, take a break when you are, to decompress and to get rid of that feelings of burnout. Do it consistently. Also, and don't feel guilty when you do this, because this is what is needed for you to be more productive. So you're not feeling the pressure of burnout. The third strategy that you can implement is identify why your employees are sucking the life out of you. So this can happen for many reasons. It could be, they're not making decisions. They're looking for me to answer all their problems. And this could be a reason why it's taking up so much time, because they're not thinking on their own. The second thing that your employees might be doing is that they might make the same mistake over and over again. And so they're not really learning. And then you're having to correct this. Well, that obviously needs to be addressed. And then another thing that might be causing you to want to pull your hair out is that maybe they demand an immediate response when they email you or when they chat message you. And when they do this, it's causing you to drop what you're doing to answer their questions, because they're not really giving you time to be able to return that response when it fits your schedule. So the key is, these are just 3 examples, but there are probably a lot more where your employees are making you want to pull your hair out. So identify what is causing this and then address it. And then the 4th strategy that you can implement is take back control. So this means taking back control of your calendar. Don't let somebody have control of your calendar, because they're going to schedule things without your feedback, your input, and it may not work in your schedule. This means take back control of your meetings, whether it's company meetings or team meetings. Make sure you have control of this. Otherwise, your schedule is going to be filled up and you're not going to have time to get your work done. And then the third thing that you can do to take back control is delegate. So identify those tasks where really it's not really your best interest for you to focus on. This is something that could be given to one of your teammates that has the skill sets, has the knowledge that will help them grow as a team member. And so delegate to them so they can grow as a team member and take that load off your plate. So just to recap real quick, 4 things that you can do to protect yourself against manager burnout is 1, increase resilience. The second is to take a break. The third is to identify what is making you feel like you want to pull your hair out. And then the fourth is to take back control. So hopefully you found these tips useful and can implement them immediately with your team, so you are going to feel like less stressed and less burnout. So if you like this video, like the button below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos. Also, check out my website. There is a program that I've got on there called the Confident Boss that I am implementing right now and setting up. So if you're interested in that and want to become a more confident boss, just email me and I would be happy to talk to you about it. Until next time, go out and be that boss that your employees want to work for. Bye.